Hello, you little idiots. I'm proud to say that Noli is for real tomorrow. Or today, whenever this video comes out, I don't really know. But, this is just gonna be a pretty fun video and informative to teach you how to use every character in Forsaken in the most basic way possible. It doesn't have to be anything complex, just basic stuff, really. By the way, I won't be using the default skins, I'll be using different skins. So 2-time for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, it's gonna be very simple. Every killer will have a tutorial, every survivor. It's gonna be super simple, Nothing gonna be too complex. If you want more complex stuff, then either learn from actual good players or search up an actual complex guide. So yeah, here we go. First up, we have Noob. Noob is the first survival that you'll ever get, no matter what. They are very simple. They're survivalist, and they have 3 abilities. Ghost Burger, which you just saw me use, will give you undetectability 1, or detectable, invisibility 4 for a few seconds. I don't know. I'm sorry, you have to really know. But it can be very helpful to avoid anything that the killer can use to see people. It has a pretty short cooldown, but it's still relatively good. Next we have Black Sea Cola. This gives you speed 1 for 10 seconds. It could be pretty useful to get away from the killer. Nothing too crazy, of course. It has like 40-second cooldown or so. 50, I forget. I don't play Noob a lot, but he's very easy to use. I feel like once you get the hang of him, then he can be very good. Next up, there's Slate Skin. It also has like 60 seconds cooldown. What it does is it gives you Slate Skin 2 for a few seconds. You can make it go way quicker, but it is recommended to just wait it out if the killer is right by you. It's overall, all of Noob's abilities are very well for surviving the killer, obviously. That's why they're survivalist. But as a survivalist, your best strategy is to just, do generators. There's nothing much really else you can do. Survivalist doesn't really help with a team. They're just out for themselves. So, Noob is super useful. If you're able to use Noob correctly, which is by just making sure you don't use his abilities in a dumb way, then he'll be very powerful and very much help you survive. But you have to actually understand what all of his abilities do, which I hopefully did. Now we have Elliot. Elliot is the first support that you also always start out with. They have 2 abilities: Throw Pizza and Rush Hour. Throw Pizza, you throw a pizza on the ground. It doesn't just go directly on the ground, whatever, anyways. Whenever a survivor picks it up, which you cannot pick it up, it will heal them and also give them a small passive heal. Elliot has a passive where anyone that's damaged will be highlighted, as shown right here. You can heal other Elliots, but what I'm about to explain why that's not the best idea if you're trying to get your other ability. Rush Hour. Rush Hour gives you speed 3 for like 2 or 3 seconds. Whenever you heal a survivor, you get Rush Hour back, but there's still a small cooldown, of course, so you can't just spam it. You cannot get Rush Hour back though if you heal another Elliot. Elliot also has less health than everyone else, mostly, having only 80 health instead of 100, meaning you have to be very careful. Overall, they're pretty good, but if you get to LMS with them, you're probably not going to win, unless you're very good. Shedleskye, my favorite character. Shedleskye is very fun to use and is your first sentinel that you'll have as soon as you start, no matter what. He has 2 abilities as well: Slash and Fried Chicken. Fried chicken only has two uses, so you better use it wisely. Um, Slash, basically you swing your sword and try to slash the killer. If you successfully slash the killer, then you stun the killer for a few seconds, plus plus deal 15 damage to them. Um, that part doesn't really matter unless you're trying to kill the killer, but I don't know, could be very cool. And then you have fried chicken. Fried chicken also has, again, like I said, has two uses. It has a small, it slows you down a bit so you can't sprint, making you very vulnerable while you eat chicken for seconds. Then it gives you a small healing passive up to like I think 40 health. So you got better use it wisely. Yeah, Shedleskye only really has that. Overall, I think that he's very fun to use and he's my favorite character. Two time, they're kind of a mixer survivalist and a sentinel. I don't know. Most people just consider them a sentinel. They have three abilities: dagger, crouch, and ritual. Ritual can only be used once and is used to place down your spawn point. That will be helpful. That's used for whenever you use the other abilities. Crouch literally just makes you light, gives you like undetectable and invisibility for a little bit. I'm not sure about undetectable, could be wrong. But dagger, basically, if you hit them from the front, then it gives them the killer helpless for like 2 seconds. And if it's a backstab, then it stuns them for like 5 seconds, if I'm correct. Overall, if you hit two backstabs, then you die. Then you respawn at your ritual, and if you hit three front stabs, then you also, if you die, then you respawn at your ritual. Overall, it's pretty fun. But also, as I'm going to show you right now, if you reach LMS without you dying once, no matter how many stabs you've landed, you get a stronger second life. With instead of 40 health, you get 110. I'll just show the entire LMS clips, that way you can see how LMS kind of works as well. Guess 1337. Their main goal is to defend their team. They have the highest hit priority, basically meaning that if you are inside of a teammate, if you're guest or whoever is guest is going to get hit first and only, depending on unless it's Jason. Then he has three abilities: block, charge, and punch. Punch is not unlocked until you successfully block. Block, basically your hands go up for a few seconds, you slow down. If a killer hits you, all damage is negated, and well, you unlock your punch. Charge literally just charges you towards the killer. Nothing too crazy. It does like 20 damage if you land it. Plus, but it's pretty powerful, but you gotta learn how to use it. If you use a block, block plus punch. If you do a block and then like 1 second after you punch, then you do a parry, which lasts way longer than a punch. Because a punch barely does anything really. Yep. 007. Well, the father of Cool Kid. Who wouldn't know him? Especially if you're in the. Never mind. Basically, he's the second survivalist at the time of this video is being making. He has 3 abilities: clone, cool, GUI, and inject. Inject, I'm just gonna do this one out of the way. It's basically useless. It just messes with clone. It literally has no cooldown because it doesn't do anything. It literally just changes the mode of the clone. So overall, there's really no reason to use it except at like the start of the game. Cool GY that teleports you to the furthest spawn, making it definitely the most overpowered thing for LMS. 007's overpowered on LMS. Just using your cool GY teleports you entirely. Though it is a long windup, and if you get hit, it gets cancelled. So be careful with that. Clone summons a clone of you and gives you invisibility. Yep, pretty good. Also undetectable, but that one doesn't matter because half the time, because 007's main domain is LMS because like as he just teleports away. If it's like Jace, if it's Cool Kid against him, which by the way has a peak LMS lead, you should listen to it or just get it yourself. Well, it's amazing. He's overpowered, and if you use him right, then he can be the strongest survivalist that you have. Overall, that's it. Yeah. Builderman is another support. He can place a sentry and a dispenser. A sentry basically just puts up a turret, which will shoot the killer and slow them down so the time they're in the radius, as well as for like 2 or 3 seconds. A dispenser will heal players that are in the green radius, which you'll see as Builderman, 1 HP per second. Really, he's that simple. I mean, he only has 90 health, so yeah. He's not as good as Elliot, but overall, he's good, kind of. If you use him correctly, he can be pretty powerful into slowing down an annoying killer. Dusakar, in my opinion, is the worst support. Even after the Nully update, whenever he'll be able to sprint during his 2 abilities, he's still probably going to be the worst, as he doesn't really have anything to aid himself. Even Builderman and Taph can just stay by their stuff that they place. He has 2 abilities: Spawn Protection and Plasma Beam. Spawn Protection will protect the survivor as long as you're looking at them on console, and if you're in for mobile and PC, just have your cursor over them. It can be pretty powerful to annoy the killer, though most survivors just run towards the Dusakar, so it makes it worse. Plasma Beam gives speed 1 to survivors and speed and slowness 1 to killers for like 3 seconds. Overall, he sucks. Taph is the current last support that we have. He has Trip Mine and Subspace Trip Mine and Tripwire. I get him confused. I don't really care because the most fun one is Trip Mine, of course. There's Dusakar. Don't mind him. Tripwire. You can place a Tripwire any infinite length, really, and you just have to make sure that they both line up. If the killer walks on it, they get like slowness 2 for like 5 seconds, and the Trip Mine gives them space 2 for I think like 7 seconds. Both abilities also reveal the killer to all survivors. And the final survivor we have is Chance. Chance is a very annoying character. The whole point of it is literally gambling. Life is literally just of your life is based on chance. I'm not, no pun intended. If you make a pun, I'm deleting your comment because I'm just I'm too tired for this. Um, basically, you have coin flip. If you land on heads, then you get a one thing on each thing or ability. Sorry, I'm tired. But if you land on tails and you given one thing of weakness and it stacks infinitely, literally, and each one lasts for 15 seconds. But coin flip, literally, you just flip your coin. Has a very quick wind up. Shoot, shoots the killer. You have the higher thing, the higher chance of it shooting. It can either shoot the killer, which will take 50 health and stun it for quite a bit. Blow up in your face, which will deal quite a bit of damage, or just not shoot at all. Reroll will set your health. Usually, I find that 2 or 1 actually give more health than 3, so I don't recommend wasting your time on that. No questions on what I'm doing right here, okay? But then we have Hat Fix, which basically resets all of your weakness, and if your gun exploded, then it fixes your gun. Overall, it chances okay to play. I don't know. I'm almost done with this, and I really need to finish this video sooner so that my phone doesn't get blown up. Hey, thank you for watching the whole video. Genuinely, this video is taking me way too long, and it's literally burning my phone as I make this. Yeah, I hope this kind of helped. Nothing crazy. I'll make a killer one like after I'm used to normally. Anyways, see you guys.